If you already have a course in Canvas, you're almost ready for the semester. You just have a few steps to import your course and make any adjustments, such as assignment dates and updating the course homepage with fresh content. First, you'll want to navigate to your course, which is where we are now, and then you're going to look for the settings on the left nav bar. On the right-hand side of the screen, you want to locate the Import Content into this course, and click that button. Next, you're going to be in the Course Import Wizard, and in this area you can upload question bank zip files and other imported course content. However, for this tutorial, we want to click the Copy Content from another Canvas course button. So now we're in step 2 of the Import Wizard, and this is where we locate our old course. So when we click this button, you can search for a course by typing into the empty field at the top where it says Search for Course, and you would just type in the course name, or, which I advise this option, is to click on the drop-down list from the Select from the List option. And I advise this because you'll see that it organizes the courses by semester, and that just makes it a lot easier to find what it is you're looking for. Okay, then you just copy the blue button that says to copy the course. And here it says to copy everything from HIS 102-701. You can uncheck that button or that box, and it will populate with everything that's in that course, so you can see exactly what's going to come in. And I like to do this just to take a real quick glance and make sure that everything's in there. Another option at this point is, let's say there's a quiz that you had in that course and you just want to bring in that quiz. You could go and search for the quiz and put a quiz in that checkbox and then follow the import process. For our purposes now, though, we're going to copy everything. And then at this point we can adjust the event dates and due dates, and I'm going to, because the old dates, if we don't do that, the old dates from the previous semester would transfer in, and that won't be helpful to us. It would cause a lot of extra work. So in this course date range, I can go in and select the first day of the semester when the students will need to access the content. So let's do that. Okay, so we're going to select the 26th. Now also you can define a day substitution. So let's click on that, and here it says move everything on whatever day from the drop down. So in this case they're saying everything on Sunday to happen on a specific day. In this case I happen to know that the week started on Thursdays, perhaps, and I want everything that happened on Thursday to now happen on Monday. So it depends on the semester that you were pulling from, the first day of the semester, and then what the new semester first day is. So if the first day of the semester last time was Thursday and now you want it to be Monday, those would be my selections. I'm not going to do that for this course, so we're just going to X out of that. Okay, so now click the blue Import Course Content button and let Canvas work its magic. This takes a few moments, so you want to make sure you're on a good connection, otherwise it could take forever. And in this case it's moving along pretty quickly. And once the course content imports, you're going to want to review all of the content, and it's going to give you several opportunities and ways to do that. One of the ways will be to scroll through the content and make sure everything came in first of all. Okay, so here we can see the content that came in. It tells us that our course copy succeeded, and we can review the results below. So let's go ahead and scroll down. It also states that we can change the dates in the course calendar if you want to by just dragging and dropping. So we're reviewing the course content. Everything looks good. Everything came in. At quick glance, it looks good. So now we're going to go to the calendar and do a real quick check there. and we'll have to go to the proper month. Okay, so nothing came in for August, but everything looks like came in for the for September. Okay, and if I wanted to change any of those, I could literally just click and drag it to the new date, or I could add a date if I wanted to. So I'm going to go back to the course, and it's going to take us to the course homepage, and now it looks completely different. So this actually literally brought in everything from the previous semester, and you can see as how the course progressed, and the instructor continued to add notes in reverse chronological order. This isn't going to work for the needs for the first day of the semester, so this is going to have to be adjusted. So you'll need to click on Edit this content and go in to edit that page. And now I'm going to check the modules and make sure they're in order. And it looks like they might be a little bit out of order, so I'm going to go ahead and collapse the modules by clicking on this icon on each of the modules, and it will collapse them so I don't have to see the content inside them initially. Okay, we'll continue working through. And just a couple more. And let's scroll back up to the top. And I see my weeks 3 and 4 are out of order. So let's rearrange everything. Pull week 1 up, pull week 2 up, and then pull week 3 up. Okay, so our modules are in order now. And now I can go over to my syllabus. And what do you notice? Okay, so this was a spring syllabus, so I'm going to have to change that. What I would recommend for this piece right here is to actually copy and paste the content of the Word document into the rich content editor for the course syllabus area. So you would need to click on Edit Syllabus Description and then paste that information in from your Word document. And most of the formatting will come in. You might lose colors and things like that, but for the most part the document will come in and it'll be in pretty good shape. So, and it makes it easier for the students too, because they only have one, they don't have to click on something and then download it and open it in Word or whatever. It just makes it easier for them. And especially if they're on a mobile device, it makes it easy for them to review the syllabus on a mobile device. And it looks like all the dates are here. I might want to make some adjustments for these items here that don't have dates. So we can always handle that by going into the assignments. And notice they all have their points and they have the dates, so that's good. In this empty assignments group, I'm going to double check, and yeah, there's nothing in there, so I want to go ahead and get rid of that. And if you need to adjust the dates for any of these items or any content in them, you can just click right on the links right from here as well. So now your course is ready to go, and it should be ready for the students. If you have any questions, certainly call the FDC.